Day 9, May 9th, 2022. When was the last time you did something for the very first time? Well, here I am doing something for the very first time. I've never done a YouTube live before, but I decided to do that today. And to be honest, I didn't really decide that I wanted to do the YouTube live today. I am doing YouTube live because I waited way too long, way too long before taking action. Something that I am used to doing, something that I have done most of the time thus far in my life. I wait too long. Now, it is a theme that runs through my life, and I used to tell myself that story that that's just me, that's who I am, that's how I do things. But that's the story I tell myself. And I have decided that I want to do things differently. I want to have different results in my life. I'm ready to have a better life than what I am living at this point. Not to say that I'm not living a good life. I'm happy, but I know I can do better. I know I can do better. There are better ways to live. There are more things that I can accomplish. There are more things that I want to accomplish. There are things that I want to do. There are things that I could do. And I know in order for me to do those things, I would have to make some changes in the way I live, in the way that I act. I need to change my behavior. I need to change my actions. I need to change how I do things in life. So, this is the first time. First time for everything, as James Bond once said while he was trying to dismantle a nuclear warhead. And someone asked him if he knew what he was doing. He said, there has to be a first time for everything. When was the last time you did something for the very first time? Whether it was something that you planned or something that you were faced with no choice. Last week at our networking meeting, we had this question asked. At our networking, we have a tradition that we introduce ourselves and then answer a question. Everybody answers the same question. And last week, the question was, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Some people had challenge trying to come up with the answer, but there was this one gentleman. His name was Mike, and he is a Ace Helpful Handyman, uh, and he is part of the Ace Hardware service team. And he said all the time, and he had a list of things that he did for the first time. For example, for the first time, he went into a new store that is opening up in the next town, which is an Ace Hardware store. He said that's the first time. He said a week ago it was the first time that he showed up at our networking meeting. Uh, First time he climbed at a ladder at a particular residence to fix something in their place. So he said he's constantly doing things for the very first time. And that made a lot of sense. There are things that we do all the time for the very first time. It's just that we don't always consider them to be doing it for the first time. So here I am doing my first YouTube live, and for all I can tell, I did not die. I did not instantly combust into thin air. I'm alive. I'm doing it, and it didn't kill me. So next time the thought of doing something for the first time you find it scary, just remember it's not going to kill you. Have a wonderful evening and see you all tomorrow.